the big conversation has been this conversation about Francesca, right? Like you've been pretty open about what happened there.
Well, I've been a little bit closed off because I can't really say too much because it's getting like my lawyers involved now because it's getting to a point where like defamation's like happening. So I have to like, it really sucks. Like it sucks to have a life-changing experience with someone and get to a point where like all they're doing online is like attacking you and bringing you down and fabricating stories to like try and leverage their brand. Like I was at 4.1 million followers and I've gone like well and truly under 3.9 just because
she's been bad mouthed and
like, it's crazy.
And she
I'm looking at your Instagram right now. I'm sorry for distracting.
Go.
It says I was made in a test tube.
Is that true?
Yeah.
You a test tube baby?
Yeah.
Wow, best looking test tube baby.
Yeah.
I heard they come out with missing limbs.
Really?
Yeah. So yeah.
I thought they all come out looking like Harry Jowsey.
Wait, were you a designer baby?
No. My dad had 4 daughters first, and he's like, "Fuck this, no more kids."
What?
Like he's like, "Give me this snip." Anyway, ended up meeting my mum. He's like, "I need to put some kids in his stomach ASAP." So he's like, sweet ass. And they had enough magic sauce for my brother, but it was IVF as well. He just nutted in a little
IVF. I on Cash Cab, I learned yesterday stands for in vitro fertilization.
Yeah, in vitro. Yeah. Great show.
It's literally in my Google history. It's just funny you say it. Great show, by the way.
So you were talking about this thing, so you can't talk much about it. One thing I have noticed is she lawyered up to the clout a little bit because now she's been hanging out with Tana Mongeau like every day. Like they're BFFs now, right?
Yeah.
So like, do you need like a clout best friend? Because like we're happy to
like
bring you on.
Let's go. All
right, all right,
we'll help you out. We'll help you out.
We got you, bro.
Amazing. That's amazing. Yeah, I don't know what she's up to. She's been busy. I just blocked her on everything because I'm like, I don't want to deal with. And then I told my friends to like block her. I actually had one of my best friends. I was like, look, can you just reach out, make sure she's okay? Like, because this is crazy. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's gotten into her. Because we've even got a video that we filmed together for the breakup. We were like, hey, like this is like we're trying, and we missed a whole bunch of fundamental steps of our relationship because we jumped into a reality dating show and we started dating like after a week or 2 weeks, and we missed so many of those steps. So we want to start again as friends and build that up. And like it's on video and I've got it. But then like a day before we meant to like post it together, she posted her own thing and I was just like, oh shit. But I don't want to like when it all was happening, I was like, okay, like I don't really want to speak on it too much because I don't want it to feel like I'm defending myself or like attacking her. I just wanted to as long as she gets out how she wants to feel and can feel better, then fine. Like,
how you feeling now that you're like in the game? You're in this world that is Hollywood and the industry, and this type of thing is happening because you're saying you lost followers and welcome is all I can say. Like that. I mean, that's how this shit works.
Yeah. The thing is like for the people who are still sticking around and they enjoy my content, like I try and do like funny stuff like each week, like Confession Corner and Love Doctor. Yeah. I don't know why people would accept my advice, but the people who stuck around are absolutely like stellar. Like my fans and the people who are still on my page and they engage with me every single day, like incredible. The most like persistent people, I love it. Like on my TikToks, I'll try and reply to as many comments as possible.
Nice.
Even on my Instagram, I'm like, no one does that. Like I will sit there for a full hour as soon as I post and I'll try and get as many comments out as I can.
That's good.
Crazy.
That's a great way to harness your audience.
I wonder how long that'll last though. How long you plan on doing that? 'Cause I did that for a point.
Gets tough.
Then it gets harder the bigger you get.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I've always found time like in between if I'm doing random stuff. Like I don't know. I feel like it's in my routine now. Like I'll if I've got meetings, I'll make sure they're pushed forward so that I can have that window to just sit
Engage.
there.
Oh, good for you.
And like sweat it out.
You came out the biggest out of the show, right?
Yeah, apart from Francesca, she obviously she creamed it because she's hot as fuck.
How much of that, we call it like the relationship effect. I'm not a stranger to it.
Yeah.
How much of that was how much of her growth was a factor or was affected by the fact that she was in a relationship with a Harry Jowsey?
Well, she wasn't posting me like whatsoever. Like,
right.
And I was posting her every single
people
post.
knew.
But I was just like, look, like I'm proud of you. I'm so proud of everything she achieved and the woman that she became throughout the show. And I was so proud of her and everything she's achieved. So I was just like, cool, like I'm just going to post you because I love you. And I'm like, I want everyone to know that this is my woman and this is exactly how it is. So I think that there's people are going to like suck onto relationships and like, I'm not going to be naive and say that like she obviously didn't, like she obviously definitely helped me and in that sense. But I also helped her. Like she wouldn't have been anywhere near as big as she was without me. And especially the stuff that they cut out on the show. Like if they showed half the stuff, like it would have been a way different story.
How long did y'all date?
Like a few months.
No, I get it. I get it.
Intense few months.
Fire,
That's what I'm saying.
fire.
An intense few months.
It was like 2 months, and then we broke up because all that bad stuff happened, and I really just wanted to support me. And she couldn't, so I'm like, okay, I'm damaged. And then right away, she was dating someone else. I was pretty broken, and then we tried again, and then I still held on to the stuff that happened in the past because I was like the day we broke up, there was like she posted a video of her kissing a dude on a story, and I was like, hey, like I'm fucking not well, and I was like broken. So as soon as we tried again, I didn't have that feeling in my heart, but I missed the feeling of being in love, and I missed the feeling of having that person and just knowing, like you guys like
You fell in love that quickly?
yeah, like
Actual love?
I've honestly never, like as soon as I met her, like I was shaking. I couldn't pour her a drink. They didn't put it in the show, but I was like, oh, are you nervous? And she's like, no. And I was like, oh, well, I am. And I was trying to pour her a drink and I couldn't. So I gave it to Sharon. I'm like, holy shit. Like I couldn't even talk to her. I had to walk over to the other table.
Amazing.
Because I was so blown away.
Those relationships, what do they say? Burn quick, smoke. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like,
light sticks.
fuck you, dude. I thought you had it. But those relationships go one of two ways.
Yeah.
You're either on a rocket ship that's going to go to the moon and it could be the biggest thing ever, or more often than not, they explode.
Yeah.
You know, they're just so hot, it's so sexually based, just that raw fucking energy, and everybody's just like, every time you get a chance to sneak away, you're behind the fucking barn, just throwing down, bro.
No, but it's almost like what you're describing would make a good show concept if they couldn't actually hook up.
Crazy.
Oh my God.
Do you see what you've
That's a
done?
fucking
It'd be so
incredible.
boring. It'd be